What's up guys, Luke here. Today I'm back with another mod review, and this time we are reviewing the camping mod version 2, and it's basically, as you can see, a mod that introduces all sorts of little camping features. So, first off the bat, I will say that a lot of the crafting recipes do appear to be broken in this version, but based off the wiki, you make marshmallows by combining this recipe here. You can then put them on a stick by putting one marshmallow on 3 sticks, and you can then cook it, in theory, on a campfire like this, but that doesn't seem to work either. Anyway, you can make a pocket knife, and this recipe does work because I've tried it, by combining 6 rose red and 3 iron ingots. It's supposed to be able to be used to craft lots of the bits and pieces, but I can't seem to do that, so... Right, this nasty looking stuff is barbed wire, and if I walk into it, it won't give me anything. Let's go into game mode 0. Okay, and apparently it doesn't hurt anymore. That's weird, it was hurting earlier. Okay, these are bear traps. This is a closed one because I walked on it. This is an open one. Let's see what happens when I walk on it. You see, you get sucked in, although it wasn't very good at stopping me. Difficulty P. Yeah. Okay, so this here is a tent. I've combined it with a sleeping bag. So if I right click, you can see the information inside. So there's a sleeping there. I can then do that, and now I'm asleep in my tent. And then to get up again, I just wait for it to get up. I can manage an inventory because I can store chests in here, and I can also manage a lantern, which I can fuel somehow. So here we have a lit lantern there, and a burned out lantern. If we go back into game mode 1, you will be able to see that that's a log seat, and if I right click on it, I am now sat on the log seat, which is quite nice. Left shift to get off. So this is a camping fire base, and there's a campfire itself, which in theory I should be able to cook marshmallows on, but doesn't seem to work. That is a berry tree sapling, and then you get berry leaves, and I assume if I go and get some bone meal, and don't fuck up getting bone meal, it doesn't like bone meal, so you can't grow it with that, okay? That is an antler trophy, which you can get from some of the mobs that are part of this. Not the chest shows them. You've got a deer, you've got the camper, a hare, and a grizzly bear. So, if I just clear out most of my inventory, you may have noticed this bag here. It is the hiking bag. So if I go and open it up, you'll be able to see a few more items. In creative mode, you can get these kits. So you get a spit kit, a grill kit, a pan kit. Now if I hold shift, you can see that the pan kit contains those items, the grill kit contains those items, and the spit kit contains those items. Now I would presume that those are what you use to craft these various items. There's another pocket knife there. Got some canvas, which in theory you would use to make a tent, but the tent pegs that go in the crafting recipe don't seem to be in here, which is weird. There's a pan, which I presume I need to use to cook with. Ash, which is probably related to campfire. More marshmallows. Cooked marshmallow and stick. A couple of berries, which probably come from those bushes. Hemp, which I've not seen anything for. Your inevitable meat from some of the mobs and the fur. Antlers from the deer. And some of the stews. So, what do the mobs look like? Well, let's find out, shall we? So, if we spawn in the camper, you'll hear that he sounds just like a villager. So they've obviously used a basic villager, and if I right click on him, I can find he will trade me things. So he'll swap a hiking bag for an emerald. Well, that's not a very good swap, is it? So if I spawn a hare, that looks a bit more like a bunny rabbit, but if I then get out a diamond sword, because of course such things are vital. You can see that there is also fur armor, which you can craft from the various furs in the game. So if I now go and kill the hare, you will see that he has dropped his meat and raw hair. So if I now spawn in a deer, you will see that that's a fairly reasonable looking model. It doesn't seem to be that willing to move though. It's reasonably quick, which is what you'd expect. It takes a bit of hitting as well. That seems to just drop leather though, so I can only assume the fur comes from grizzly bears, which don't like game difficulty being peaceful, because they're aggressive mobs. Now, let's just see. Oh god, he attacks the camper and the camper attacks back. Wow. Good grief. It's a reasonably strong creature. And that drops some raw beef. No, it didn't drop that. What did it drop? I didn't see that. Let's get rid of some of this stuff that's in the way. I'm confused now. Where did the torches come from? Did that come from the camper? I don't know. Takes a good few hits on the sword, so we got what we got here. Drops raw venison and brown fur. That's interesting. Okay, so if I go into game mode 0, let's just see how much damage this does. Oh god, he's hostile straight off. And it does about half a heart to a heart of damage whilst wearing the fur armor, so he's very, very dangerous. You do want to be aware. Also, it looks like the fur armor is something similar to iron armor. Okay, so let's spawn a camper. So let's see what he drops then. Also, when I'm wearing fur, it seems like mobs want to come approach me, like this chicken just did. But I don't know if that's just something coincidental or not. I don't know, but it definitely seems like they do. Okay, so how much hunger does venison just give me? 1.5 probably. So is that going to hurt me now? Oh, maybe it's when I've got the fur armor on it doesn't hurt me. Okay, you can also see the field of view changes when you take that off, which is interesting. Yeah, there we go. Ow, 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 that does a lot of damage. I get this bleeding free thing and then I die. Wow. Much damage. Okay, so if I right click on the trap, you can see that deactivates it. I can right click on it again and mess up miserably. I'm not sure why right clicking on that does anything, but does deer attack me? Nope, they just run away. Okay, so if I stand in the trap, oh, ow! Yes, that gives me bleeding too. So some of these things are quite nasty traps. You don't want to step in them, but obviously wearing fur armor negates all of this. You can see all my crap dropped everywhere. So I can then remove the items in there. So that's throwing my sleeping bag over there. So if I get the sleeping bag out, you can just right click on the ground. Now in theory this is supposed to be crafted using just 3 wool, but it's one of the crafting recipes that I can't get to work, so if I want to put it back in here, I just right click and Bob's your uncle. Okay, so I can just use this as any other chest. Did the deer drop an antler? I don't remember seeing it. Oh well. So I think that's pretty much concludes this mod review. It's quite a fun little mod. It's something not that common we've seen, but it's also very fitting to Minecraft because you're wandering around a forest, and you know the mobs fit. The idea of camping works in Minecraft, and these seats are quite nice as well, and they work quite well. So, if you enjoyed this mod review and you would like to see some more content from me, please click that like button, leave a comment if you have any ideas on how to improve things, or if you know what's going on with the crafting recipes, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Luke number 94, signing out and wishing you a good day.